Have you ever thought about how many paper receipts we've gotten all this time after doing a transaction at the offline store? Let's imagine how the world will be if only we can reduce our production of paper waste. Hello, we're from IGA Tech, and we're going to present our paperless receipt app, QReel. These are the problems we find exist. Regardless of the emerge of online shopping trend, we still can't resist the need of physical store. In order to track their transactions, most store uses paper receipt and give it to their customer. The paper receipt used was printed on a thermal paper coated with bisphenol A or BPA, which actually affects negatively on our body. Getting the fact that our global paper use was raised by 4 times in the last 4 years in 2021, and it has become the fifth largest consumer of energy for its industrial production, we can't take a blind eyes of this use of paper use since it also affects the world we're living in right now. Lastly, another problem of paper receipt is it produces more paper waste. For the material itself, they can sometimes be damaged when exposed to heat and cause the ink faded, so it's not really a long-lasting useful material but still contribute to our production of waste. So what do we make actually? Here we come up with QReel to overcome the problems. QReel is an application that supports the digitization of users' journey during their transaction at any partner offline store. QReel also converts the use of paper receipt into digital receipt, while also helps users to make their monthly budgeting plan. When using conventional transaction, we'll go with this flow. First, the customer made the transaction, and then the items were scanned by the cashier. After that, the paper receipt was printed automatically and given to the customer. And then we go with two flows. The first one is the customer will through the paper receipt directly, or they will keep the paper receipt first to record their expenses based on the receipt, and then they through them. Meanwhile, when using QReel, the flow went like this. The customer made the transaction. After that, the items were scanned to QReel by the cashier. The customer will scan the barcode appeared that generated automatically on the cashier's device, and a receipt was recorded in the customer's QReel application, so the transaction we made won't have any paper waste involved. For our business and social value, we focused at transaction digitization and tracking as our main key activities, while for one of the uniqueness, we support some social values such as Indonesia's 2045 vision strategy, low carbon development, and aligned with SDG number 13, which is climate action. At the SWOT analysis matrix, we can see that the strength is more into the digitization aspect, and we also have the social value point as our opportunity. However, QReel made the transaction time longer at average, which can be boring for some users. Also, there's a threat of data leakage because what we do is digitizing the transaction.
In our use case scenario, user as an actor can do login or register, set budget, do a transaction check, and scan barcode. An owner can do login or register as an admin, create cashier, do a revenue check, add item, and generate QR code. Lastly, a cashier can do everything an owner can do except register as an admin, create cashier, and do a revenue check. Next, we use the relational type database. Right here, there are a total of 8 tables. There are tables user has reward, admin, user store, item, transaction, and detailed transaction. The table user has reward generates a many-to-many relationship from the reward and user table. The tech stack we use are React Native for mobile, Golang for APIs, Docker for development on VPS, and PostgreSQL for relational database. The mobile app will exchange the same data with the REST API connected to database. Next, we use Alibaba ACS service to deploy REST API applications. Alibaba ACS can easily increase or decrease resource capacity according to user requirement. This makes it very easy to deal with traffic spikes or hack usage on applications. And this is our ACS and PolarDB for our application. Next, the software development method we use is Scrum. First, we list down what feature do we need to be added to the product backlog. After that, we schedule our sprint to finish those backlog. We did daily Scrum to report our progress and problem that was faced during the execution. At the end of the development process, we did a sprint review to evaluate our product.
Okay, now we'll show the demo of our app. First, start from QReel for cashier. And also it's important to note that our app is still an MVP. This is our homepage. This is our profile page. Then this is our transaction page to create QR code. Add the customer card. And then we scan the items that we want to scan. And then the second item. Because we scan long enough, so it counted as 2 items. We also can manually add the item from search bar. Okay, then generate QR code. And then this is our QR code. Now for the QReel for user. Start from login page. We click login. Then this is our budgeting page where you can set the budget per month. This is our redeem page. And then this is our profile page. Like this we can navigate to the scan page. Get started and let's go. We start to scan the QR code. And that we successfully scan the item from QR code. That's for our demo app. Then we next we move to attachment. Here we have our link for GitHub, QReel user APK, then and QReel cashier APK. Next, this is our declaration of our originality. And then that's it. I think that's for me. Even though our app is still an MVP, I believe that this app has potential to reduce carbon waste. I think that's all. Thank you for your attention and thank you.